In legal aspect of sports and recreation, you know, first, how safe the environment is, that is really important. You know, if the environment is safe, then the amount of risks or injury, that would be always less if there is a safe environment. Other than that, planning and design of activities are really important. How effectively you plan activity, design them, and implement that in the real scenario, they are always important in sports and recreation. So planning is important and activities need to be planned. As we already discussed, the risk management is important in every sports and recreational activities. There are risks associated with it. So they need to be minimized with the help of high quality equipment, providing adequate knowledge for the trainers, recreation planner, service provider. It is also better to provide information for the people coming for recreation or sports athlete to manage the risks. Of course, in sports, there might be injury. While recreating outdoor, there might be injury that need to be evaluated according to the evaluation whether first aid is necessary or further referral is necessary, that need to be identified. In the case of wilderness scenario, wilderness first aid is important. Even in the sports field, first aid might be important. Yes, as we already discussed, safety of environment and safety of equipment is important. How safe the equipment are, how standard those criteria are followed, what type of knowledge or training does the expert have or the trainer have. All those things regarding equipment are important to minimize risks. Supervision is always important and it is important criteria in legal aspect. Sports activity need to be supervised, and in recreational activities also there there is need of certain supervision for people who are not aware. Of course, coaches, guides, they have their own legal requirement. They have to follow those for injury evaluation, safety of the environment and the player, equipment, providing first aid, all those things, record keeping are important for coaches. Having legal knowledge of, using a drug, having legal knowledge of any medical activities, use of, you know, food, use of chemicals, their dose, their response, basic knowledge is important. Other than that, what are the legal consequences? What are the legal aspect? How legal issue is linked with recreation and sports? That is important. Of course, for sports personnel or sports athlete, doping and drug issues are important. To minimize the pain, certain drugs might be provided. However, if that drug crosses that limit, then the player couldn't play without using that drug. And using or taking that drug more than certain level will disqualify the athlete. So the athlete should be aware, or the coach or the director should provide adequate information about doping and drug issues if they are providing any medication for the athlete. Of course, player and contract also comes under legal issues because in sports, in especially in professional sports, there are players and they have certain contracts, obligations because they are paid according to the contract. So according to their pay, according to their uh, availability for different games. So contracts are important, and those contracts need to be bounded by some legal aspect, and players should be aware of what are the legal things. If legal issues are not taken care of, then there will not be a healthy relationship between a player, manager, and a club. And furthermore, as a result, all three player, manager, and owner and whole